Did you always know that you wanted to become an actor?
You know what's interesting, and this is we're gonna fold this into our guest today, who I'm incredibly excited about. But
I am so excited about our guest today, Andrew McCarthy.
Andrew McCarthy is with
So
us, and
cool.
you're gonna have to help me not totally fanboy out
Oh,
because it's a
okay.
thing. It's a thing. I
You're a
mean,
huge fan.
I'm a huge fan. He was, in iconic movies that were a
Yeah.
huge part of my life and all of our lives growing up. But um, you know, I grew up in a house that was sort of dysfunctional, right? And
Okay.
I didn't have a huge amount of kind of emotional safety. And
Hmm.
so I found refuge in performance. I found
Hmm.
refuge in my mom would take us to the theater in New York City and watching films and televisions. And so television shows and performances would um bring out an emotional life in me that I didn't feel safe letting out otherwise. And
Hmm.
so the value of it was with me from as early as I can remember, but I didn't think I could do it. It wasn't the kind of thing where I thought
Really?
I mean, I was a kid growing up in New Jersey. It wasn't like, it was either, it seemed like you either had to have a family member in it or, some guy at a mall was like, you're in my next
Yeah.
picture. And without that happening, I didn't see it as something I could choose. And then when I was in college, I had this very fortuitous thing where a friend of the family who had been an actor was like, you're supposed to be an actor.
Oh,
And at that
wow.
point, I was graduating college and I just dove into it. And thankfully, I fell madly in love with it. And I did have that epiphonic, I don't think that's a real word,
What does that mean? I have
like an
never heard of that
epiphany,
word.
like an
Oh, oh,
epiphany.
okay.
But that epiphonic moment of like, oh, this is why I'm here. And this is what I'm supposed to do. And I know a lot of people aren't lucky enough to have a moment like that. Some, many are.